Hey you guys, I'm listening to Sasquatch Chronicles. This is such a good channel. I'll link it down below. I love all things like weird like that. Sasquatch, UFOs. I'm just gonna do a chatty get ready with me because we are going over to a friend's house today. So really quickly, before we get started, I'm using the SPF 50. Now, I have a subscriber named Sabrina. Hey Sabrina, who wanted me to do a dedicated video on French or European skincare and things like that, which I do plan on doing, but I did go and buy a few things. Now this is not, I didn't buy this recently, this I've had for a while, but this is the brand Aven. And it's SPF 50 and it's sort of a colored CC cream, freaking awesome. 50% SPF, so that's what I have on right now. I'll go ahead and get started. I wanted to do my eyebrows before I started filming, but forgot. Speaking of skincare, I know in the United States to use Retin-A cream, you need to have a prescription from, you know, a doctor or a dermatologist. But in Spain, you do not. You can buy Retin-A at your local pharmacy. And that's just what I did. But in Spain, it's called Retin-A, and this is the 0.05% Retin-A. I've been using retinol products, okay, products that contain a form of Retin-A, vitamin A, and I've been using them for about 1.5 years, and I've noticed a huge difference in my skin. But when I switched over to actual Retin-A cream, holy smokes. But the percentage that I got was all that they had at the pharmacy in Spain. My skin was just going nuts about that with that Retin-A. So I wanted to go in and find, I've heard really good things about the Wally the skin food. And it's, if you have super dry skin, that is the best I've found so far. So my eyebrows are looking a bit large and in charge. I don't like to do too much with my eyebrows before I put my makeup on, so that's just my rough sketch. We'll call it my rough sketch for now. I'm gonna go in with the latest from the L'Oreal foundation. It's the L'Oreal Fresh Wear Focus. Everybody raves about this foundation, this L'Oreal Fresh Wear. I know a lot of my favorite YouTubers like it. I've tried it a couple times. It didn't blow my hair back. It wasn't like, you know, we've discovered a new planet or something. Being that I'm dry AF, I am going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. Do you guys want to know, I had an epiphany, a cosmetic epiphany that I must share. Tarte Shape Tape has a very specific smell. Well, I found the perfume that smells exactly like Tarte Shape Tape. It is the GRWM perfume. If you guys are ever passing by a Sephora or someplace that sells Hermes perfume, you need to stop in there. It is the exact same smell as Tarte Shape Tape. I'm not kidding. My husband and I bought a squirrel. Well, I'll kind of start from the beginning. So, you know, I totally blame YouTube and Facebook and all of those cute animal videos that you often see for this debacle that became the story of Wally the Squirrel. I convinced my husband to buy me this squirrel because I just was convinced this is going to be my best friend because of all the videos that you see. You know, you can put them on a leash and take them around the neighborhood and whatever, and that was my whole goal, was to have my pet squirrel. I wanted him to live in my pocket so that I could take him shopping with me and do all the things with me that I saw on YouTube and all of these videos, whatever. Well, make a long story short, in the beginning, this squirrel, Wally, we named him, was awesome. Baby. He was just a baby when we got him. And he was the cutest little squirrel. We bottle fed him in the beginning and it was awesome. He was so cute. Such a sweetheart. People would come over and play with him. He would play like a little puppy. He was super, super sweet. We would basically, essentially give him free reign of the house. But anyway, as squirrels do, he would hide his little nuts all over the house. That's what she said. As he got older, he was very sweet in the beginning. But when they reach about 6 months of age, they go through puberty. And my God, everything suddenly changed with him. When he was out of his cage, and if you got near his stash, We didn't know exactly where he had stashed these things necessarily. And if you got near them, he would attack you, violently attack you. So we decided, okay, well, this is not going to work. We decided maybe if we got him neutered, he might change. So we went ahead and made an appointment and went and got him neutered. But the funny story is that when we went to pick him up, if I remember correctly, we dropped him off to get neutered and he was there for like the night, I believe. And it took us an hour to get to the vets. So when they called us in the morning and they said he was ready to be picked up, and they said, all they said was, Wally's ready to be picked up from the vet. It takes you an hour to get here. You better hurry. And we're like, okay, well, we're on our way. We jumped in the car, took off. Now, when we had brought Wally to the vet, I don't remember exactly why, but we decided to put him, we couldn't find a metal cage to put Wally in, so that we just put him in a plastic cat carrier. When we arrived at the vets, they looked quite disheveled. And we could hear yelling and things going on in the background behind the, back in the offices, the operating area. We could hear people shouting and all kinds of nonsense. And we're thinking, what the hell is going on here? We thought, wow, they must have a really big dog back there that's giving them problems, So when we went into the consultation room and the vet finally came in, he looked really bad. And we thought, wow, this guy's not really having too good of a day, apparently. And he said, look, we had to give Wally a little bit more gas, because apparently what happened was they had done the operation that morning, and early in the morning put him back in his cage, and, or as squirrels will do, he chewed through the plastic cat carrier and was now running amok in the back of the back offices of the veterinarian's office, the back area, the surgical area. They basically had to evacuate the entire freaking operating rooms, all of the areas where the employees are in the back of the vet's office, because Wally had gotten out and was now absolutely raising holy hell. Everybody was afraid of him. So they had to send in one guy to go after Wally, who was now, just like a monkey going crazy, and trap him. And they managed to kind of trap him in a corner with a towel, apparently, and they were terrified of him because he was so mean. And they ended up giving him some more gas. So when we got him home, we thought, wow, this is going to be great. We'll see. So for a couple of days, Wally was pretty chill. We kept him in his cage because he had little stitches, the poor thing. Really, really sweet. But as soon as we let him out the first time, he went batshit crazy again, mean, attacking us. So there had been a couple that had contacted us when we first got Wally, because I was putting you videos on YouTube about Wally, and this couple had contacted us, and they lived in London, or I'm sorry, this couple lived in England, and they said that they used to have a squirrel, but it passed away, and they were kind of talking to us a little bit about Wally and, what it was, how he was and things. And so when we realized we couldn't handle Wally anymore, this nice couple, we contacted them and we said, look, we know you have squirrel experience. Has this been your experience with the squirrel that you had? And they said, yes, we know what you're going through. And we said, you know what? If you would like Wally, since you have squirrel experience, ooh, I've got some fallout. Since you have squirrel experience. Anyway, so we offered this couple Wally. We said, you know what? If you want him, he's yours. We love him so much, but we can't handle him. And if you want him, come and get him. And so we drove about 3 hours to meet them, gave them Wally. And now I can say happily that Wally is prospering. He is calm. He's doing well. And everybody's happy. The couple love him, and he's grown up now. He's like 2 years old. I think what I'm trying to get at is don't buy a squirrel unless you're prepared to pay a pretty hefty price. And I don't mean in money. I mean in time and energy and riot gear. Okay, this is not a good look. This just suddenly took this look to clownish. Do you guys see that? I'm gonna put a little bit of this green color on right here because we're tired of doing a green eye. Speaking of wild animals, I'm about 99% sure that I am going to die at the hands. What is happening to me? Do you guys see this? My eyelash curler is missing something. Anyway, so I'm thoroughly convinced that when I die, I'm about 99% sure that it's going to be at the hands of a wild animal that I tried to pet or touch that I shouldn't have. Have you guys ever seen that meme that says, if you're brave enough, every zoo is a petting zoo? I relate to that. I'm not saying I'm one of those people that's crazy enough to jump into a lion's den to try to pet these animals, but anyway. So see, speaking of Sasquatches, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, where we apparently had a lot of where there apparently are a lot of Sasquatch sightings. And I did my research here to see if there was a place, if they had ever spotted a Bigfoot / Sasquatch, same thing, in France. Because if there are Sasquatch here, I'm going to look for them. If I ever find a Sasquatch, I'm going to try to make friends with it. I'm not going to lie. If for some reason you guys out there don't see me upload a video for some time, you know why. Squatch got me. There's a lip combo that I have been loving lately. I'm sort of strange like this, maybe others out there like it, but I have a, I love peach lipstick, but I love putting, like, this is the Artist Couture lip gloss in the color Nympho. No jokes about that, please. And it is a lavender iridescent, and I love mixing it over peach. I don't know why, but I'm here for it. Lash time! I think I'm going to go in with my Ardell Demi Wispies because they're sort of a more natural lash. I don't need anything too flashy, so I'll put those on and I'll be right back. What are some of my life lessons for today's video? Number one, if you can get your hands on Retin-A, start off slow. I'd use it 3 times a week. Good stuff. Wally the Skin Food. Awesome. Tarte Shape Tape. Smells like GRWM perfume. Check it out for yourself. If you find a Bigfoot, contact me, because I'll take that off your hands. And, yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed my random chatty get ready with me. We went from skincare to squirrels to Sasquatch. So, if you're up for that kind of nonsense in the future, make sure you're subscribed. Okay? I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.